to the Brad Show. My name is Prakash Singh, and today we are going to talk about IELTS examination, and I'll also tell you about my experience as well. So let's begin. Basically, what is IELTS exam? IELTS exam is International English Language Testing System. It consists of 4 subjects, specifically speaking, which includes writing, reading, listening, and speaking. So, in writing, you will be getting 60 minutes and you are supposed to get 2 parts, A and B. In reading, you will be getting 4 parts and you will be having a time of 60 minutes to complete it. And in listening, you will be having 30 minutes and you will be having 4 parts. And you will also be hearing a recording while giving the examination. So, and that recording will be played only once. And coming to the speaking section will be of 11 to 14 minutes, and in that you will be getting 3 parts, in which part A, speaking, the examiner speaking, will be asking you about yourself, your identification card, and part B, the examiner will give you a cue card in which you will be having a question. For example, the most common question is gift. So the question might be gift. What is the gift that you received? And there will be small bullets beneath. So when did you receive the gift? Who gifted you that gift? And what was that occasion? So this is what IELTS is all about. So talking about my experience, I gave IELTS from IDP institution, which is a certified examination center which is approved by countries like Australia, Canada, UK, and many others. And I took classes from SIUK, which is again a certified coaching center, which also provides you counselors as well. And I also took classes for my IELTS exam from BBC as well. So during those periods, I used to learn more and more words to improve my vocabulary, and by the help of BBC classes, I tried my best to improve my grammar as well. So I would highly recommend everyone to take BBC IELTS preparation classes as well, as it helps you to improve your grammar as well. So it is one of the best institute which I have ever taken classes from. And talking about SIUK classes for IELTS, it is also a very good coaching center, and the examiner which teaches every student. And the reason why I have said examiner is that the teacher who is teaching the student, he himself is also an examiner, which take exams of speaking and listening and writing and many other exams related to IELTS. So the teacher is very kind and very gentle. He or she, sometimes if you get a female teacher, which I got a male teacher, he usually does a ice-breaking session at the beginning of around 15 minutes. Say you are Nishravya, so he will be asking you that, hi Nishravya, how are you doing? Then what you did today in the whole day, and what did you had in your dinner and breakfast, and what are you planning to do ahead? So this is what IELTS examiner, the teacher, asks you to make you feel comfortable in the classes, and not you, every student present in the class. So this is one of the best thing about SIUK teachers. In order to prepare myself for the IELTS exam, I took study materials from websites like IELTS List. I also took study materials from E2 IELTS, again, which is a website, as well as there is a YouTube account of E2 English as well, and of IELTS list too. And I also did listening practice from YouTube. So there was an account, and I hope that account is still present. The name of that account was the IELTS listening test. That was one of the best IELTS listening practice place to go, and I really enjoyed doing listening exercise most of the time, and I would highly recommend you all to go and visit that YouTube account and the other website I mentioned. Hopefully I will also be mentioning about the websites for you all, where you can easily access those websites and YouTube page as well. So I will be adding the link of those in my description. Whereas, so in total, I would like to say my experience while giving IELTS exam was good. The reason why I said good was IELTS exam wasn't tough for me, and it took me 3 to 4 months to prepare for that exam. And while preparing for that exam, I have learned many things which I haven't learned in my school. I got to know about the Louis Vuitton brand, where it came from, and who was the founder and when did it started. I also got to know about air rages, which we usually say people who are, sometimes they fight in aircrafts. So I got to know about these things in reading part as well as in listening part. And talking about the writing part helped me a lot to use more and more words. For example, I got an essay in part A. So I was supposed to write about a debate, which I would like to say this. So the question was, is eating beef is a good idea or not? So what I said dependent on me. So again, I enjoyed that small debate, whereas there was no one with whom I can talk to about this. So I was the only person who was talking to myself while practicing this. So I enjoyed that thing as well. And talking about part B, I got sometimes pie chart, bar graph, and many other things like that, which helped me to analyze the bar graphs and the pie chart and different kinds of charts. And I was easily able to compare and contrast everything, and I was easily able to write what all those things meant, and I was also able to track the trend. So for example, earlier in the 1950s, jeans wasn't in the trend. Most of the people used to wear pants and t-shirts, whereas after that, I do not know the exact time when jeans came into the trend, but I got to know that, for example, after 1950s, the jeans were preferred by most of the people in the globe, and specifically speaking in the USA. Like early in the 1950s, people used to wear pants, but after that they started wearing jeans according to their tastes and preferences. So by that, I was able to get to know about how I can compare 1950 and 1960 and 70 and continuing those decades. I was able to write what all is happening in that time frame. So again, it was very helpful for me. And while I was giving my test, I also got to know about the process of making jam. So they gave me a picture where a jam was being processed at home. So they gave me a picture. In that picture, there was a picture of fruit being soaked in water and then being boiled. So I was easily able to write that in the picture or in the whatever word that you will like to use instead of picture, a substitute word. So I was able to write that word, and in the picture you can see the fruit is being chopped, and then it is being boiled, and etc etc. So I would say that the IELTS exam was completely good for me and worth it. So I would recommend everyone to give IELTS exam, and do not worry and do not think that it is a tough exam to give. It is an easy exam, and it's just a havoc that people have created that it's a tough exam. And here I'm talking about the IELTS academic exam which I gave. General exam is for other people who are preparing for getting a PR, which is permanent resident, and etc. So that's it for today. Well, thank you for joining us.